Hello everyone, and top of the morning to you. I am not Irish, but we are coming up on St. Patrick's Day, so part of today is going to be coloring some fun St. Patrick's Day pages, but we are oh dear, we are also venturing into the shady corners of gel pens, the shady side of coloring today. It's going to be a little controversial, a little, I don't know, questionable. So if you're ready for that kind of art, then you're in the right place. Actually, today we are going to be playing with some of my favorite Jelly Roll gel pens, the Gold Shadow and Silver Shadow gel pens. So yes, a little clickbaity, but I got you here and we're going to have some fun. So hit like if you like this kind of video because it's going to be a lot of fun. I also have a giveaway. I'm giving away these two sets of gel pens in their packaging, pristine, perfect, and waiting for you. So follow the link in the video description to come and enter the giveaway. We'll be announcing the winner next Wednesday during our live event. We're here every Wednesday. Usually the first hour is with Facebook and the second hour is here with you and YouTube. But Facebook is having an epic problem today. I don't know what's going on, but I haven't been able to post to Facebook. I haven't been able to successfully log on to Facebook. So we're here with you today with YouTube. We might be here for the full 2 hours today with YouTube. It should be lots of fun. I'm hoping some of you will find us. Looks like we've got people finding us, so that's great. Steve is running down to get the last page that he just printed for us for me to show you the free limited time coloring page for St. Patrick's Day. So there is even a link to that for you to come and get it. And I've got a brand new page right here to show you for everyone that is a Bliss booster and has access to the premium coloring Bliss library. I've got a new piece of art here for you. So I'm excited to show all this to you. I also have a winner to announce. We started a giveaway last week for these beautiful art tools right here. So I'm going to announce the winner for these tools in just a moment when Steve comes back. I want to give just a minute for people who are used to logging in and being with us over on Facebook at this time to hopefully find their way over here to YouTube. That's my hope. Now, if you need a little help in the future finding us, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell. Make sure you ring the bell because that will help you find us in case this ever happens again and we are not in our regularly scheduled place. You will be notified when we end up in a new and an unusual place. So ring that bell so you can find us. And Steve, you've just run the stairs, I think, at least 2 times, maybe 3, getting all the prints for us. So thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
And it looks like we've got some people finding us.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, people are having trouble logging on, it sounds like, to Instagram too. I tried to post a little post saying what we were going to be doing today, and I couldn't even make it post. Maybe it will eventually post because it's, I think, lost in the shufflings of the internet somewhere up there. I think it's in the cloud, my post. I couldn't even like pull it back and say, just don't even do it. I couldn't even do that. Yeah. So it's just floating in the virtual cloud somewhere, my post. Lost forever. It was really cleverly written too, I thought. I should have copied the wording before I sent it to the cloud, but I didn't know. And look at cute Rose. She has a St. Patrick's little handkerchief on her neck today to celebrate. She didn't even fight it very much. She only rolled around a couple times. Do you want to show him your cute little neckerchief? No? Well, you can show them later. But she is looking very Irish back there. They're little green frogs with shamrocks on her little neckerchief. So yeah, she's looking very festive. So how many people do we have? 66. I'm hoping, I don't know, maybe if you know of a way to go post on Facebook that we haven't been able, if you could share this, that we're over here, that would be great. And hopefully we can gather our flock together. Steve's going to try to here periodically, and we'll see if we can gather our lost little Bliss flock. So in the meantime, I think we should announce the winner of last week's live event. Last week's giveaway. We may announce it a couple times as more people get join us and we get a bigger group here. Steve's trying to post right now to see if he can get everybody. Yeah, see, it hasn't even posted my announcement.
Yeah, and it won't let me, looks like it won't let me make a post. You can read what's there, but it won't let me put anything.
It's just really broken today. Poor little Facebook is just really broken. I'm just so grateful YouTube is working so that we can still have our YouTube, our live event today. So, because I want to color and I want to get into the shady side of gel pens with you. So let's announce the winner. Are you guys ready to hear who won these lovely Distress inks? We've got right here, let me show you what they are. Except I don't want to show you the new coloring pages yet. So we got to hide those. Hide some things here. Hide, make sure. Okay, good. There we go. This is what we're giving away from last week, a little set of Distress inks and the tool that we played around with last week. So this is the set and the winner that Steve, okay, so Steve, tell them what you did so they know how you selected.
Yes, we use some software.
You went and found like someone that you knew personally and picked them to win, right?
No.
Oh.
We don't do that. No, it's all random.
Yeah.
It's some software we use, and it just randomly picks. I just push a button, say randomly pick somebody.
No big wheel you spin or...
No, it's not that exciting. Sorry.
You just hit go and it does it?
Yep.
Does it say go? Does it say woohoo or bells go off or anything?
Nope.
Oh. We need a cowbell to ring here or something to say congratulations. Do you want to say it? And since you're the one that pushed the button,
sure.
And you can hold up the cute little card.
Congratulations, Jamie Sperlin.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Jamie.
I did send you an email, but if you happen to see this, please reply with your mailing address.
Yay, Jamie! Congratulations! I'm so excited and hope that hopefully you don't have any of these tools yet, because I'm excited. Even if you have some of these, it will grow your tool set and you can have some fun experimenting with these really cool art tools. So I'm going to tape this name, Jamie Sperlin, right on here until we hear from you, and then we will send it carefully off in the mail to you. So congratulations, Jamie. I'm excited for you. And we are going to be giving away these two right here, which are the pens we're going to be playing with today. And the in the description, no, in the in the post. No, we're not. Oh, this is going to be really tricky. I'm used to being on Facebook for the beginning. In the video description is a link to go and enter the giveaway. You have a full week to get in and enter for the giveaway, so you don't need to rush over there right now, and you can enter to win. Now, Steve, I'm going to come back to you again, and I want you to tell them how to enter. Is it the same as last week, a little different?
Pretty much the same. It is a little bit different.
Okay.
Should I show them?
Oh yeah, you can do your magic.
Let's do that.
Okay, so while he's getting that all linked up, we'll look at cute Rose. Hi Rose, do you like gel pens? I don't know if she likes them or not. She doesn't seem to mind gel pens. She doesn't chew on them or fight with them. Do you think they're shady? She's like really listening. Okay, he's loading it up. Hopefully that will work. Oh, he found it. Okay, so is it, they follow the link and it's going to take them right here. Are you ready to see?
Right.
Okay, here it is. Oh.
Should we be fancy?
Yeah, always.
Okay, let's be fancy.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Okay, it will take you to our webpage where you can enter. Yeah, anyway, it's really simple. Basically, just scroll down to this section right here where you can enter, and you have to log in. You can choose any of these login methods. So, for instance, if I wanted to say Steve Stay and support at coloringbliss.com.
Which is the way to reach Steve if you ever need help.
Right. Then you get one entry for that. Now, if you want to become a Bliss booster, you can get 3 extra entries. Most of you are probably already Bliss boosters. It doesn't matter whether you're free or paid. You get the free extra entries by becoming a Bliss booster.
Yeah.
So there is a link where you can click here and it'll take you to our website where you can sign up if you are not. And like I said, it doesn't matter which level, free, paid, whatever. So for me, let's say Steve is my username. Once you have a username, come down, put it in here, click continue, and you get 3 entries. You can also visit us on YouTube. Click that. It'll take you to our YouTube page. All you got to do is visit us. We'd like it if you could look around a little bit, and watch some videos. Live now. Yeah, that's a nice thumbnail. Visit us on Facebook when it's not broken anymore.
Yep.
See if it'll, it won't even take me there. Then you hit continue. You can do Instagram, same thing. Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter. You just visit us and take a look around. Then you can also refer friends for extra entries if you want to. I believe you get like 5 extra entries if you, for every friend that actually also enters the giveaway. You get your own special link there that you can copy and paste into an email or put on Facebook when it's working. Or you can just click the buttons down here. So that's how you do it. That's how you enter. It says I have 6 entries and I'm good to go. So
Thank you for putting that together for them.
You're welcome.
Cool. Very good. All right.
And by the way, it'll go until next week.
Right.
So basically next Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. is when I set it to expire.
So plenty of time to enter. No worries. Get over there and get your entry in, and we will announce next Wednesday who is the lucky winner. We'll pick one winner and they'll win both sets together. So that'll be pretty cool. You can join me in the shady side of gel pens. Did you hear her? She totally did this long sigh over there, just like, oh. Stop talking about the giveaway and start coloring, for crying out loud. That's what she was saying. Okay, so Steve's going to move that to the side. Next thing I want to talk about is the limited time free download that you can come and get and celebrate St. Patrick's Day, which I think is Sunday, we decided?
Yeah.
Sunday is St. Patrick's Day, so...
There's a couple oldie but goodies,
These are the 2 right here?
Yeah, so those have been around a while already. Have them.
Yeah, so these are a couple that if you've been around with us for a long time, you've seen before, but if you're new to Coloring Bliss, then you've got some fun new ones that you can come and enjoy. This is one that has been, this looks like 2015. This one's been around that long now. Wow. That's pretty cool. This one is one of my favorite ones to color with gel pens. It's got lots of fun little details that you can, do it all monochromatic if you want, lots and lots of greens, or just, have so much fun. If you've got a set of 100 gel pens and you want to use every single gel pen on one coloring page, this would be a really fun one to do that with. So this is a great one, free for a limited time to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. So come and get it. And then Steve picked a second one for you to come and download. Right here it says pinch proof. So if you don't have something green to wear, I guess you could print this off and pin it to your back, color it green, and then pin it to your back, and then you're safe on Sunday. Wherever you go, you're pinch proof on Sunday. So come and get both of these, download them, enjoy them. They'll not be free. They'll go back into the premium library after St. Patrick's Day. So come and get them if you are a free member, or if you've never come over to Coloring Bliss to download a coloring page, come and enjoy these. If you don't want to worry about coloring pages going away, then you can become a Bliss booster and enjoy access to the premium library, which has over 400 coloring pages, and you get access all the time. There's lots of different Bliss booster levels with lots of different perks and things going on. For instance, in our partner level, we have workshops every single week on Tuesday nights, and we get together and do coloring workshops together. It's so much fun. We colored some really cool green lips, which would be really fun for St. Patrick's Day. So that's one of the levels you can do. This is a new one right here. We actually have three new things to show you. I'm going to save this one. I want to show you these two right here. First of all, these are all for premium members, right, Steve?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Members.
for our, right, not premium members. Oh, that's the old lingo. For our paid members right here that have access to our premium library, we have two new swatch pages for you. And I'm going to be swatching these lovely shadow pen, gel pens on one of these, and I'm going to have you guys vote which one I should swatch onto. This is the first one right here. Oh, let's go the other way. Sorry about that. Right here, you can swatch on some pot of gold. Some pots of gold? Some pots of gold. Right here, I thought that would be it. It's actually Steve's suggestion to draw some pots of gold that you guys can swatch on. And it's set up just like our swatch pages are. If you've ever ordered one of our swatch books, which have become our most popular things over in our Bliss print shop, look how cool. You got room on the side for notes, and you can write wherever you want the colors. Oh, such a fun little page right here. And then here are some lucky 4-leaf clovers that you can swatch on. I had a good time drawing 4-leaf clovers this year, and let me say, this is the first year that I have enjoyed drawing 4-leaf clovers, because I hate drawing 4-leaf or any kind of clovers. And finally, how many years of drawing, and I finally am enjoying drawing clovers. It's taken me how many years? I don't know how many years I've been drawing now. Like 5 years we've been doing this now. I finally enjoy drawing clovers. It took me a long time. I don't know what it was about clovers. I hate drawing them, but this year I haven't hated it. I've actually enjoyed it. This is progress and growth. Wow. So, hooray! So, two new swatch pages for all the people who have access to our premium library, and a brand new coloring page for all of you. This one is it right here. And it says Lucky Love, and we've got this fun heart here, and then on the ends we've got different size and shape clovers and some fun different stylized motifs going on. And then I did this really fun plaid in the background, and I am itching to do green and golds in this background, and that's where I think these pens are going to be so much fun to have, like golds and green stripes in the plaid in the background behind the clovers. Or maybe, oh, I don't know. There's so many ways we can do this. So this is a brand new page for everyone who has access to the premium library. I think it can be done so many different ways. We could even just, if you wanted to color it for Valentine's Day, it could be done for that. It could be done so many different ways. So I'm pretty excited about this one. This one I drew today for you, and Steve printed it. This is literally hot off the drawing board, ready for all of my premium library accessories. That was poorly said, but I think you get the gist. So I thought we would color this today, so I've got it printed on the good paper that's really great for gel pens, and we're going to have fun talking about gel pens and really getting into the shady side of gel pens today. And talk about how do you color with such a specialty gel pen. These are specialty gel pens. Have you tried these before? Do you have these? I want to have your input about these gel pens. How do you use them in your coloring? Have you had success with them? These are different creatures, and I'm going to tell you about them as we swatch with them and talk about them and kind of give you my theory about specialty gel pens as we go along. So we should have a lot of fun. Have we had more people find us as I've been chattering along?
Yeah, for sure. And they love the new pages.
Oh, good.
Especially that one. They really seem to like that one.
Good. So come join us. If you're not a part of the Bliss Boosters, come and join us and enjoy it. There's so much to do here as part of Coloring Bliss. So, all right. I want to start swatching and show you these beautiful pens. Do they have a preference of what they'd like me to swatch on? Do you want me to swatch on the pots of gold pots? Or do you want me to swatch on the lucky 4-leaf shamrocks? 4-leaf clovers? Are they shamrocks or clovers? Well, I don't know. I don't know the difference.
You know, I don't know the difference either.
Are they shamrocks around St. Patrick's Day and clovers the rest of the year? Is that how it works? Okay. What do you think, Rose? Are they going to vote for pots of gold or shamrocks? You guys tell me. I've got 10 pens to swatch, and let's show you the packages here. We're not going to open these packages because these are for the giveaway. So they come in 2 sets that you can order, and these are a Sakura Jelly Roll product. And you've got the gold shadow and you have a silver shadow. And they are a 0.7 millimeter bold line is what they're considered. And if you know me, I love a very bold line pen for coloring. I don't like the teeny tiny needle tips. I want a thicker tip on my gel pen so that the ink will flow really fast and free, so that I can get lots of ink coming out, so I can do my blending, I can do my smearing. That's the kind of tip I want on my gel pen. So that's one reason I like these pens. The other thing I like about this pen is it has a very juicy ink. Almost too juicy. And I'm going to demonstrate that to you as we go along. So that's the difference here. Is it's kind of this two-tone thing. They have the colors, but then this silver shadowy thing or gold shadowy thing happens. It's quite magical, and I can't wait to show you. So,
well, you know, I think it's pretty even. So how about you do, silver on one, gold on the other?
Ooh, good idea. Okay, we'll do gold on the pots of gold and silver on the shamrocks.
Sounds great.
Okay. All right, so I'll show you what colors come in the gold first. And it's kind of, let me show you what the pen looks like. If you've seen a Sakura Jelly Roll before, let me grab another one here. The specialty ones typically have an interesting cap. Sometimes they don't. Like the Moonlight ones have a little, have a little moon and a star on the end. These shadow ones, what would you say that is? Oh, they're little stars. They're like little 4-point stars. Can you see that?
It's kind of like the night sky or something?
Like
or...
little 4-point stars.
I wonder if it's supposed to be like a constellation or something, like night.
Okay, and let's see what the silver shadows. Same stars. So that's what their defining factor is. And then it says XPGBM. So same XPGB as the Moonlights. But then they all have their own little numbers. So if you ever want to swatch pens like this has its own defining number right here next to the barcode. So this is color number 653. So it says Jelly Roll Gold Sakura, but it's a gold shadow pen. And then the silver ones, I love the caps on the silver. Look how cool. They're sort of a translucent cap. Look, this one has leaked a little bit. Anyway, it's a translucent cap versus these ones which are kind of non-translucent. Opaque, that's the word. Opaque. Okay, let's play. All right, so the first one, let's do green because it's St. Patrick's Day. Okay, so I want to show you what this does. We need to zoom in, Steve, and get my face off the screen because they need to see. Not me, but the magic that is this ink. I don't know.
Do you think it'll show it?
I don't know.
Let's try it.
Okay. So I'm going to show you what this ink does. This is so cool. This is so cool. Are you ready for very satisfying? Are you ready, Steve?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm trying to get right in the screen. Okay, so when it comes out, it's going to look one color, and then it changes as it dries.
Vicky agreed that they can be too juicy at times.
Yes, and you're going to see that as we go. Okay, I don't want to color the whole thing in because I don't want to use up too much of the ink. So I think I'm going to color, I'm trying to decide, it doesn't really matter, Jennifer. I'm going to color like this kind of section. So look how green it is as it comes out. and then watch as it changes. Okay, here we go. Watch it. Here comes the gold. Can you see it coming up? Here it comes. It's almost like the gold floats to the top. Here comes the gold. Can you see it? I'm going to do some more green right next to it so you can see how it has changed. Can you see it? Now, these pens are so fun to write with. So this is number 653. Okay, so when you color with it, the gold can almost take over what you've colored. So you need to be aware of that. See, it's still drying and the gold is coming up even more. When you write with it, you almost get this halo effect with the gold. So you can use it for dots because it comes out so juicy. Now go to, yeah, well, good. That's the angle, the side angle. Can you see? It's almost like melted cheese, stringy melted cheese as I pull away. Can you see the stringiness as I pull away?
Oh, yeah.
That's how juicy. It's a very different ink, almost paint-like. It's so different. So it takes longer to dry, and you get this two-tone look. It's not really green, it's not really gold, it's this shadowy, interesting hybrid. And I'm going to move it in the light here in a second, and you can decide for yourself if you think it has a shine. Now let me show you the smear you can get to. So if you do a little bubble of it, you can smear it because it dries so slowly. So there is some smearing you can get, and we're going to let that dry too, and you can see it's going to stay greener. I don't know what's going on. It's this art magic witchness going on here. I don't know, but I love it. It just gets me so excited. I just don't know. I am silly, but this is the stuff that makes me just so happy. So I'm allowed to be silly. Okay, let's move it in the light, and you can see how shiny. See the one that I smeared? There's still shine in it, but it stayed green.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Okay, so we've learned several things here. When you color a large area, lots of the gold floats to the top. So you almost lose the green, almost. When you write with it, I think more of the green survives. When you smear it, I think most of the gold goes away, but you still get a shine, which is interesting. When you do the dots, I think almost all of the green survives, but you get a little bling bling. So there's different ways to use these tools. It's so satisfying. Okay, so that's the first pen. Let's look at another one. This one is very similar. Look, it's almost a green blue. I don't know why have they given us three very similar in tone. I don't know why. This is one of my, we talked about this before. Why in a small pack do you give us such similar pens? I don't know. Maybe it's because of the gold undertone. Maybe they had limited options. I don't know. I want to talk to people. I want my answers. Okay, so let's color this out and see what color we get out of this pen. Okay. Let's let it dry and watch as the gold floats to the top. Oh, it's so satisfying. While that's doing its thing, I'm going to show you what a line looks like. And this is color number 655. See, that string of ink almost, messed up my 5 there. It's so juicy, the ink. It's so juicy. Almost too juicy. I hate to say it because I love a juicy pen. Oh, but when it's this juicy, it's almost too juicy. Okay, this one, the gold is doing good. Let me color right next to it again so you can see the difference between really wet and as the gold is coming up. Okay, I'll move it in the light and you can see that color. I don't even know what color to call that. Is it a violet? Is it a blue-green? I don't know what color I would call that. It's kind of doing multiple things. The gold kind of messes with it and does these delicious, neat things. Okay, here's the blue now, number 654. Okay. So I'm hoping to hear some feedback from anyone who has these pens. How are you using them in your coloring? Have you found a way that you're like, this is my go-to pen for this situation? Okay. Let's see what this pen is going to do.
Oops.
Whoops.
Oh, I messed up the view.
Okay, this is 654. And let me do a smear. Ooh, that made the blue really come out.
Ciaria asked, what kind of gel pen should I get for grayscale coloring books?
That's a really good question. And it's one of the things I want to talk to you guys about tonight is what gel pens, as a community, do we have some gel pens we would recommend for someone who wants a good starter gel pen set? In the description of this video, I have put a link to one set that I have and like. It's a Castle Art set, has 100 pens in it. And it's been a really good set for me because it kind of has a little bit of everything. And I think everyone, what you need to do is make sure you have at least one really good big gel pen set that has a good variety of colors and a good variety of kinds of gel pens. I'm going to show you that Castle Art set here in a minute. And the advantage of having a set like that is it gives you a really great place to begin. This is 652. And then you can start adding to that with some of these specialty type pens. So if you're watching a YouTuber or you're in a coloring group and they start talking about a really neat specialty pen, you can decide for yourself if it's something you think would add to your coloring or not. But if these were your first gel pens you bought to color with, I think you'd be really disappointed because how do you color with such a specialty gel pen, you know?
Yeah, unless you're... I guess you'd have to just... Because, it all looks, gold. You can kind of see the different shades there.
Yeah, that's...
But if you aren't doing any smearing, you're really just going to end up with a page that looks
gold. See, when you move it in the light, look at that. They all look almost the same. There's just a shadow or a hint of this other tone. So I think you would be disappointed if these were the only gel pens you ever had. These are neat, don't get me wrong, but they are a specialty gel pen.
Yeah, it's almost like for a specific element on a page as opposed to an entire coloring page.
Exactly. Okay, I'm going to do the last gold color here. Really, I love how this ink just floods out of that big tip.
Yeah, that's nice. Looks like it fills it out really fast.
Yeah. Which means you're going to use up the ink fast. But maybe that's okay because you're only going to use it in very specific times and situations, not to color an entire thing, I don't think. I don't know though. I'm excited to hear from anyone who has them what you have figured out to do with it. I think it'd be really fun to address an envelope with them, sign your son's homework with them. I think those kinds of situations would be really neat. Okay, I'll do do one more little swatch right here so you can see the difference. And that's all 5 of the gold ones swatched out, so you can see what they do. Now let me grab a gold metallic. This is the Sakura Jelly Roll gold metallic pen right here. And we'll see how different it looks to the gold shadows. To give you a little frame of reference. It sure doesn't flow as well. Look how much more I'm having to work to lay this out.
Kelly mentioned I kind of stopped using the shadow gel pens because when they dried, they all looked either gold or silver, but I didn't smear.
Yeah.
Vicky says I've used them for fireworks in the past.
Oh, good idea.
Deanna, highlights.
Yeah. So real specialized moments.
Be a Bright Sparkle says I have all the Sakura apart from these and 160 set from Gel Musta.
Oh,
and
neat.
now there's a 180 set with refills.
Okay, so here is what a standard gold metallic gel pen looks like. I think it's about the same as far as shine goes.
LQ Brock says I bought these pens years ago. The store owner explained to me that they were meant more to outline things like letters.
Yeah, and you can tell. I'm going to bring it up nice and close now. And I want you to see, can you see the letters? The difference, the kind of the halo of blue.
I like how it just has that undertone. You know, it's like this slight
shadow.
Yeah, I like it. It's
yeah,
cool.
Look at the pink.
It's really pretty.
Yeah. Very interesting. Okay, so that's the gold shadows. Now we're going to swatch the silver shadows. Ooh. Okay, so for those, we're moving over into the shamrocks right here. Oh yeah, Rose, is that so? I'm getting glittery. Okay, here we go. Let's start with the green. I have to decide how to do it over here. Are we ready for the magic again?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's go. How should I do this? Okay, let's go and maybe draw like a heart kind of thing, like that. Look how easy it just flows out. Bam. Okay, and then we'll just do a empty heart to see how the lines work. And then over here we'll write the number. This is number 629. And we'll do a smear example right there. And we'll do dots in here.
Jennifer says using the glycerin as you smear it out, the ink becomes more true to the color.
Oh, we got
and more translucent.
We have to try that. Good suggestion. Okay, there's the silver. Let's see how it changes. Okay.
Wow, that's cool.
So pretty. Okay, but look at my letters, my numbers all kind of smeared together because that ink is so thick and juicy. It just, you'd have to kind of practice if you were going to address an envelope. I think you'd have to practice a little bit first so you didn't have that problem. Or the post office may send your envelope back. Okay. Fill it in. I love how it just floods in like that. Okay.
Blue Petal Media says, I feel like I will get more out of the silver shadow.
6. I think some of us, are you a kind of person that uses your silver pens more than your gold pens? I should look and see. Of my I'm definitely going through my Sparkle Pop Gold faster than my Sparkle Pop Silver. That's interesting. Maybe I'm more of a gold blinger person than I am a silver blinger person. Let's try a blue. I think Steve's going to like this color. This is a Steve color.
Silver and blue.
Yeah. Are you a silver and blue or a gold and blue person?
Oh, I don't know.
We're going to have to look.
Yeah.
Here is gold and blue, and here is silver and blue.
Oh, well, I really like them both, but I probably do lean a little more towards the silver and blue.
Interesting. That's probably what I would have picked for you, too. Okay, let's try this purple. Purple! Sorry. Okay, purple. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, make sure I'm in the camera screen good for you.
Polly said silver seems to hold the color more.
Interesting. I'm excited to try it with the glycerin.
Candy Colorful World says, love my gold and silver.
I'm excited to test the silver metallic next to these two and see how they compare. 624.
Amy says, I wish they would just stay with the color they came out so it was just a hint of silver and gold.
That would be nice, I think, because it really goes silver. Like, look at this purple heart right here. It's going very silver. So I always, whenever I think of these gel pens, I think of, when they refer to the shadow, I think of them referring to it has a silver shadow. But I think it's more like it's silver with the color being the shadow. Don't you guys agree?
Yeah.
I think if we color with it with that in mind, instead of thinking of it as the silver being the shadow, but the color is the shadow, maybe we would be more happy with the effect. So think of these as silver with color shadows to them. Maybe we could be better as we're coloring with it tonight. We will be happier with what we end up with. I think I said that right. I was talking in circles, I think, for a minute there. Okay, this is the pinky one. Let's see what the pink does. Pink and silver together. Ooh, that's a good combination. Ooh, it's a nice...
Donna says, has a theory. She says, evidently the gold and silver rise to the top, and when you smear, you expose the color beneath.
Ah, see? Witchcraft. I think you're right.
And then Cat and Dog says, with the glycerin, the gold moves, but the underlying color doesn't.
Oh, you guys are having all this fun with glycerin, and I'm still back here swatching. I got to get to the glycerin. Ooh. Okay. This is a really fun way to swatch. I highly recommend this page with the four little with the 4-leaf clovers. It gives you 4 little sections, so you get to swatch 4 different ways. It's very useful.
By the way, Amy's
like that.
Amy's grateful that you're using something tonight that she already has. She spent too much on art supplies recently.
I'm glad too. And like I said, I kind of don't, you need to think about it. Do you even really need these in your stash? Because, these are real specialty tools. You may not even want these, if you're like me, you're going to want them just because. Full set syndrome. Oh, man. I mean, that's why I have them, because if there's something being made by Jelly Roll, you got to have it, Okay, let's finish up. This is the orange color. How fun to have an orange and silver. Makes me want to eat a creamsicle. Oh, it makes me want summer. I was just looking at the number on this tube, and look at what's happening to the ink at the end here. It's kind of separating a little bit. That's interesting. I need to use this up, This is a liquid medium here. It's not like color pencils that are going to last pretty much forever as long as you take good care of them. These are liquid mediums. I need to use it up, wear it out, right? My goal for the year, use it up, wear it out.
Amy Sue West agrees that the color is the shadow.
Yeah. Need to think of it that way. She's panting. I wonder if the neckerchief is making her hot.
Are you hot?
Are you going through pain for beauty? Okay, now I want to grab the silver metallic pen and compare the silver shadows with the silver metallic, just so you can just see. Do you really need this?
Mia Bear asked, why don't they make more colors?
I know. I'm trying to think. I do have a contact with Sakura. Maybe I need to contact her and see if I can get some information from her. That'd be cool. Maybe I could find out if they're making anything new. I haven't contacted her in a really long time. I don't like to wear out my contacts. So I think it's probably been long enough that I could probably contact her and say, hey, what's going on new over there at Jelly Roll with Sakura? Anything cool I can tell my people?
Deanna said, shake them up.
5, 3. Oh, possibly. Okay.
Probably wants me to turn the fan on for her.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm kind of hot too. But I'm always hot.
She says her female Maltese is panting a bit too.
Huh? It's snowing outside right now. It's no excuses. We shouldn't be hot in here. Okay, let's go to this view. Solo. There we go. I'm going to move it all in the light now so you can see. These are the 5 silver shadows, and then right here is the silver metallic. You can compare the shininess. You can compare what do you think? Do you like the look of these pens? Do you need them in your set? And then I want to try coloring here and see how to use these pens in a coloring page. Oh, they're just so neat. I think they're about as shiny as the silver metallic, so that's nice. Okay, we have them all swatched now. Oh, I wanted to show them all side by side too, the gold and the silver. So we need to zoom out just a little bit so we can show all 10. Actually, we've got 12 pens swatched here if you count the gold metallic and the silver metallic. And here they all are together. So, you know, it's nothing here really. I guess we could sort of color a tree if we needed to, some green. Nothing bright and like no Eastery type feeling. This is probably our closest.
Amy says that she heard Lindsay the Frugal Crafter use the term full set syndrome in a video.
She did? Whoa, it's starting to grow and spread. I wonder if she watched one of my videos. I would be so honored if Lindsay the Frugal Crafter watched one of my videos, because I watch all of her videos and she's like my art guru. Lindsay is my art guru. Okay. Now I want to show you what a standard gel pen set looks like. I've got like 4 here I can show you. So let me bring up my stack. If you decide to buy some gel pens and you don't want to invest in like a specialty gel pen, this is the kind of thing you'll find as you go on to Amazon. So I went on to Amazon and I found sets that had like 100, 150, everywhere from like $15 to $50, okay? So I put a link to this one. And I think it was $25 for the Castle Art 100 set. It's this one right here, and I think it has a 5% off coupon right now. It's pretty mid-range for this size. I also noticed Gel Writer had a set of like 120 or something like that for around $25. So you can find anywhere from 15 to I would say around $30 is a good price range for a good big set of gel pens. Now, they're not going to come in a fancy case like this. If you want a fancy case, you're going to have to go up in price, okay? But for about $25, you're going to get a set of pens like this in a case similar to this. And these are good pens. They're not fancy, but you will get a variety of pens. You're going to get glitters, neons. This even has some swirl pens, some pastels, classics, and metallics. All of those are in here. This is a good, you got some light, mediums, and darks. There's even a white in here, which not all big sets come with whites, but this one does. It's not a great white, but it does have a white. So this is the kind of set you're looking for to start out. It's just a good all around. It's got some glitters, got some pastels. That's the kind of set you want to start with. And then you can start adding on with some specialty gel pens. The next gel pens I would send you towards are those awesome, these Sparkle Pops by Pentel. They are amazing. Those are the next ones I would send you to. So these are another set right here. Gel Writer makes all different kinds of sets. So they come in different configurations. They've got like 20 and 50 and 150. And then Gel Writer has different sorts of cases like this, and they have like tower cases and stadium cases, and you can find Gel Writer at Costco usually. So that's another good brand that you can look for. Everybody's going to start shouting out, I'm sure, the brands they have found and they like, and that's awesome. We have a really great Facebook group. Maybe Steve can put the link up right now. If you go to the Facebook group and say, hey, I'm on Amazon right now and I'm looking at this gel pen set. It's got 150 gel pens. It's called this. Anybody has some feedback? Do you think it's a good deal? They'll give you their feedback and tell you if they think it's a great deal, because there's a lot of great gel pens out there to choose from. Super Doodle's another one that's making some really good gel pens. I love their glitter gel pens. They're lots of fun to color with. They also have some standard gel pens. Color It also makes gel pens. The Color It's one of those that have refills in them, so that if your pen goes dry, you can pop in a refill and keep coloring. That's really good. But again, this is one of those brands that has a case in it, so you're going to pay a little bit more because you get the case plus the refills. And if that's important to you, then you go towards that kind of thing as well. So that's kind of my advice to you. Go look for a good standard set and then start adding the fun, fancy ones.
So Jack said, thanks, Jennifer. Now Jerry Ann says I want those. And then he later said, so I went and bought some for him and her.
Oh, good. They're not too expensive.
And then they're all trying to point blame at who is causing the FSS more, you or Teresa.
Oh, dear.
Teresa blames you. So
yeah.
Says we've made a monster.
Yeah, there's a lot of full set syndrome problems going on, and
full set syndrome. What did we say the other day?
Full set. I don't know.
We were saying it wasn't a problem.
It's a thing to rejoice in. So the silver shadows, as of today, on Amazon are going for $7.03 in the U.S. And so are the gold shadows. Now, I've told you guys before, what I do on these types of products is I stick them in my Amazon cart, and then I let them sit, because they'll pop up and down in price, and I wait for them to go down a little bit. You might save $1, or sometimes they pop up to like $10, and then the next day they pop down back to $7 or whatever. So if you aren't in a hurry and you want to wait and see if the prices fluctuate, they don't fluctuate a lot. They're not going to drop to like $3 or something like that, but they may drop to like $6 or $5 if you're willing to wait. But that's only a couple bucks, and I don't know, if you want to wait, you can. But that's how I do it when there are specialty items like that I'm like, oh, I don't really need it, but I really want it, so I'm going to stick it in my cart and I'm just going to watch it. And one of these days it's going to drop by $2, and then I'll say, hey Steve, that thing I wanted went on sale, and then that's when I buy it. So that's my advice to you. If you want it but you want to be frugal, that's how I do it. Same with things like this. Like I said, this one's on sale right now with a 5% gift card. Discount card. No, 5% discount coupon. So I don't know if that's unique or if that's going on all the time. I don't know. All I know is that's what's happening right now.
By the way, Amy says several of my color tubers use the term full set syndrome. They often reference you on your swatching pages.
Yeah. Oh, the swatch books really are doing, they are really doing really well. And my birthday's coming up, and I'm wondering about doing, because I haven't had time to sit down and just swatch. I feel like I'm just rushing all the time, and I want to just sit down and swatch. We may do that for my birthday. So now I want to color. I want to do some actual coloring with these shadow pens, and I want to play with glycerin. We're going to do that first. Glycerin first. How many of you have seen me play with glycerin before? That's my question. I'm assuming most of you have seen the glycerin trick, but are some of you glycerin noobs, as my sons would say? Glycerin noobs. Let's see. What I'm looking for is a paintbrush with small but kind of rigid or stiff bristles. Some of these are like really floppy. Oh, this is a decent one. Right, we're going to do that one. I need to go to the store. My brushes are starting to get sad. I'm discovering more and more what kind of brushes I want.
Coloring with these says I have not.
Okay.
Maria, I have. Brenda, no. Mia Bear, no. Jennifer, yes. Patty, yes. Anyway.
Good. So we have some glycerin noobs. This is glycerin. It's in our toothpaste, in our face products, our soaps. It's in our food. Vegetable glycerin. You can buy it in the soap department, in your pharmacy. It's even at Walmart. And you want to buy vegetable glycerin. It's slightly sweet. It's very sticky. If you get it on yourself, it's just kind of sticky. It's not going to hurt you, but it's not really good for you. So you don't want to like lick it. But it wouldn't kill you if you did. So it's one of those art supplies that are really great to have. It was actually Lindsay the Frugal Crafter who put me onto it. She uses it to rehydrate her Tombow colorless blenders. She uses it to get some of her ink pads going again. She uses it in so many different ways. So I bought it, and then a couple of years ago I was trying to find a way to make our gel pens do some fun things, and I discovered that they work magic with our gel pens. So it kind of makes me think there might be glycerin in the gel pen ink because they work so well together. So they kind of work like adding water to paint. It will water down the color a little bit, but it makes the ink flow better. You can mix it and paint with it. It's just really great, and it's very inexpensive, and it goes a long way. It's going to last you forever. And I know that some people actually mix a little bit of glycerin in with some of their beauty products to make their beauty products go farther. I mean, it's quite the stuff. So yeah.
Where did you get that ring? Was that one Ryland made for you?
This one Ryland made, yes.
Christine was saying, I love watching you color, but that green ring is captivating. She asked if it was a gemstone. I think it's glass. It's glass, right?
This one is glass. And yeah, if you ever want Ryland to make you a ring, he made this ring. Isn't it cool? Anyway, yeah. He made that ring too. I'm all blinged out in Ryland jewelry. And we still need to have Ryland come and do a gem day where he helps us.
Ryland is our son, by the way.
Ryland's our oldest son, and he is a silversmith, a jeweler, and I want him to come and help us learn how to color gems, so he can bring some of the gems he has and teach us about gems while I color the gems. That's what I'd like to do with him. So, all right, so there's lots of ways to do this. I have a YouTube videos on gel pens, and one of the things I do is I color with glycerin and gel pens. But right now I'm going to do a pretty simple way. I've got a pen. This brush here is a number 4. I think it's called a flat brush. paintbrushes aren't my thing, you guys, so I kind of fumble through telling you what I have. It's a flat brush, and it's a number 4. That's all I know. Okay, but I picked it because it's smaller, and the bristles are a little more stiff, so I can control the ink and control things a little better. If the bristles are too floppy, I end up going outside of the lines really fast. So that's what I end up looking for when I'm sorting through my craft brushes. Okay, so I picked up just a tiny little bit of the vegetable glycerin, and we're going to paint one petal of our clover here, and then we're going to color on top of it. There's lots of ways to do this. This is just one way. So basically we're prepping the area to help the ink flow. Look at it go. Look at it go. Oh my. And now we can start to blend it out. Now what I want to know, this is what I call art science when I do this. This is where these swatch books are lots of fun because you can use it to experiment. I want to know, does the silver still come up? How well does it, like, look how far it's going. Look how far you can still pull that color. That color is just going and going. So you saw how small amount of the ink I laid down. This is what I'm talking about when glycerin makes your gel pens last longer. So if you do invest in a more expensive gel pen like this one, you're going to get more use out of it when you combine it with a little bit of glycerin. Then you can come back and add a little bit of the straight ink on the edge, and we'll let that dry now, and let's see what that does. Okay, if we use that effect on our coloring page, I am so curious to see what it's going to do. Let's let it sit. Oh, so fun. Okay, I want to try it with the gold too. So let's shift over to our pots. Let this dry over here. And I need a paper towel. Wipe off the silver ink off of this paintbrush. Okay. Let's try this pen, the number 653. Where's 653? This one right here. And I want to do the same exact technique, only with the gold, and see what it does. So kind of prep the area. And then, ooh, it's so neat how it just starts to flow. And then start to paint with it. Ooh, look at it go. And then come back just like we did on the silver. And darken up the edge like it's the shadow. Okay, let's let that dry now and see what it does. Okay, let's go back over to the silver now and see what it did. Okay, so I love this. I don't like where I went back and added the silver. I should have blended it out just a little bit on the edge because we got a harsh line there, but it's looking good. Let's try this again. I want to get this technique right so when we go to the coloring page, I'm a pro. Okay, wipe off my brush again. So fun. Here we go. Prep the area. What do you think, Rose? Big sigh. A little bit of ink. Paint it out. Ooh, you can see the, ooh, can you see? No, I don't think they can. When you do this, the silver shines up into the bristles of the brush, and it's so pretty.
Carolyn says, oh, please stop, Jen. I'm starting to go through withdrawals.
Oh, so pretty. Okay, now if I do my idea of the silver right at the edge like this, and then soften it so it's not quite so harsh. Pull it out like that. Let's see what it does. Okay, let's let that dry. Now let's go back to the gold and see what the gold did. Okay, it's the same story. I should have softened the edge. Okay, let's try that on the gold. Oh, this is so fun. Okay. Whoa, we could have gold shamrocks and silvery green shamrocks and ooh, but then the background, what are we going to do on that? Plaid. Okay, prep the area with the glycerin. This is the gold green pen again. Okay. Pull it out. That one I didn't put as much prep with the glycerin at the beginning, and you can tell I wasn't able to pull it out as far. So that's good to remember when we go to the coloring page to make sure I prep the area really well. Okay, lay down the fresh ink and then soften the blending edge. Okay, let's let that dry now and go back and see how our silvers look.
Now, Jennifer asked, can you reactivate?
Ooh, let's find out. Okay, so here's my two. This one I didn't soften the edge, and this one I did, and look how much better. Oh, yes. Okay, let's try reactivating the one I didn't soften and see.
Rosemary says, Jen, your experiments are always so much fun, and I always learn something. Thanks, this is fun.
Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Getting lots of nice congratulations to Rylan and
Aw.
Ashley.
Yeah, they're getting married at the end of this month. Okay, I'm trying to reactivate.
Oh, I forgot that Amy does wedding cakes. Amy Young, she's here and local to us. She says I could have made them a wedding cake.
Who did we find? Didn't we find someone here though?
I don't remember who she chose for the wedding cake.
We are the parents of the groom, so we only have so much say on some of this stuff. We did get to help pick for we're having a luncheon between the wedding ceremonies in the morning, and then they're having a reception in the evening. So there's going to be a gap in between, and we're in charge of the luncheon, and so we've been trying to figure out catering for that. So that's been kind of one of our big responsibilities. And I think we finally figured that out today.
Yes. Polly says, do you put glycerin down first?
This time I was trying to reactivate, and I don't know if it did. We're going to let that dry. But for these, I did prep the area with glycerin first and then add the ink. And it's doing beautiful things. I'm very pleased with what we're getting here. I think I'm feeling confident enough now to go in and do some coloring. Now it's starting to look like the way you picture the name, like the color with a gold shadow. Now that's what that looks like.
Interesting.
Oh, okay, I'm ready to color. Let's go in. What time is it? 7:14. I need to take a blink break and a drink break. Let's say hi to Rose while I take a drink break and a blink break. I went to my eye doctor, and he told me I don't blink enough.
Oh, sorry, I just zoomed in on Rosie.
Well,
she's panting.
She's panting and I'm blinking. Let's take off her neckerchief too. We'll do a neckerchief blink drink break.
That's a
Whoa. Okay.
She needs a drink.
Do you need a drink? Maybe Daddy should take... Oh, she liked that idea. Did you see her eyes jump at the thought of a drink? Come here. Let's take this off. Everybody look at how cute she looks in her little St. Patrick's neckerchief. You are adorable, but you are also hot. So we're going to take this off, because I don't torture my dog for longer than just a little bit. Oh, you were hot under there. Okay, now You want to go get a drink? Or are you okay? I think she's okay. Okay. Oh, she was sweaty.
Oh.
Okay, now I'm going to drink a little bit more, and then I'll tell you about blinking, because it's going to help all of you color more. Oh, hit a thumbs up if you like the show.
Okay, Rosie. Say hi, Rose. I'm going to relax.
We usually stop halfway between Facebook and YouTube, and I get a chance to drink in between, and we're not doing that today. So I went to the doctor, the eye doctor, and he said that I have dry eyes and I need to blink more, that when we are focused on our art, we blink 60% less because we're concentrating, and it dries our eyes out, and then that's how come I'm getting blurry and double vision more than normal. And so he said to start training myself to blink more when I'm doing my art. And he said also to set a timer, and every 20 minutes I'm supposed to look up and just kind of look around the room and blink a lot. And then I can look back down and do more art. And then 20 minutes again, look back up and blink and give my eyes rest. So I thought I'd pass that on to all of you, to blink more and maybe give your eyes more rest when you're coloring, so that your eyes will stay healthy and you can color longer and not get blurred double vision like I've been having severely. So he's hoping that it's going to help. I'm getting eye drops and going to be getting a new prescription and see if the combination of all that's going to help. So I have a follow-up appointment with him in a few months to see if it's helping. So I've got a good eye doctor that's taking good care of me, so don't worry about that. But I just thought I would pass that on to all of you in case some of you are suffering from blurred vision when you're coloring for too long. Huh? Do you need to go get a drink of water? Come here, go get a drink. Go get a drink. You're still panting. And then you can come back.
Come on.
Daddy will go take you for a drink. Okay, so now I want to take what we've learned about these shadow pens and apply it to this coloring page right here and see what we can do with it. But we do need to do just a little bit of color planning, because if we do all greens, then things aren't going to pop and we're going to lose things. So for instance, in the background back here, we have this really cool plaid that I want to stay in the background, but I want the green shamrocks to pop forward. So I just basically told you that I want the shamrocks to be green. We know that. So we have all these greens. Let's look at our swatches here. We've got 629, which is a good green, 653, which is a good green. And that 655 is not really a green, it's more in the blue. So 653 and 629 are my main greens, not 655. So you stay out. So these two are going to be the main shamrocks. And then we can add in silver and gold if we want to. So those are the main ones for the shamrocks. And then the background plaid. What do we have? We could do pinks if we wanted to. I mean, we don't have to stay true like the orange might be neat in the background. A mix of orange. Okay, let's do oranges, and that's a silvery. And we could do the pink. We could do like that kind of tone, oranges and pinks, which is 651. That would be interesting together. I don't know if that would give us enough. Maybe with the 654. We'll do that. We got to make sure it's different enough. Did we get 605 already? We got to make sure it's different enough from the green. 620 would be really good and different. That's that one. Okay. What about 652? That's this one. Okay, so we'll do the background in that and the shamrocks in this. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Let's get going because we don't have a whole lot of time, and I want to see how fast we can go here. Now we've got two tones. We could have silver in the middle and gold on the outside. Okay, I like that. Silver in the middle, gold on the outside. let's start with the gold on the outside. And these guys we're putting to the side. Now don't forget you can enter to win some of these awesome gold shadow pens and the silver shadow pens. Make sure you enter the giveaway. I haven't mentioned that in a little while, so I thought I better mention it. Okay, let's go. Here we go. What did we learn? We learned, I think I want the darkest part to be in the middle and have it brighten out towards the outside. So let's prep the area here. And I'm trying to think, what do we want to do with the circles? That's another question. What to do with those circles? I think I'm just going to go right over them for time's sake, and then we can deepen them up with full strength ink. Okay. I like how that's looking. Now we want to keep it this nice dark green down here. So I'm going to do our technique we learned where I lay down the full strength ink and then soften the edge out like that. Would she drink for you?
No.
She doesn't like to drink on demand.
Here you go.
Okay. Oh, I was out of screen that whole time. Didn't have my Steve here to remind me to move it in. But that's okay, because we're going to go again right here.
Oh, Mary Lynn just gave us a donation.
Oh, yay! Thank you, Mary Lynn. Was it Marilyn or Marilyn? I can't see because I'm...
Mary Lynn.
Mary Lynn, thank you. Maybe we'll have to give Rose a treat here at the end to say thank you to Mary Lynn for helping our channel. Okay. Well, hopefully at least getting up and moving around will help her feel a little cooler. Good. Darken up the center and blend it out. Good. Okay. You can see how far that glycerin goes. I did just one little drop in that bowl. Maybe like a dime-sized drop, and I haven't had to put any additional glycerin into my bowl yet. So when you purchase a bottle of glycerin, it really does last you a long time.
Let's see. Jennifer says, I use Sustain. And now they have Sustain Complete, which is the drops with some oil. Works so much better.
Oh, good advice. The doctor gave us a specific ones to try first. So I'm excited to, I think we'll go to Walmart tomorrow or wherever we need to, whether it's CVS or wherever, and go see what they have. I've never looked before. Okay, that's looking really good and soft. The gold is starting to pop in the middle. I'm trying to decide what to do out here. I think I might do the other technique where you take tape, which I don't know where it is. Where's my tape? Here it is. And we'll do it on here. Okay, you take tape. This is the right kind. I even have the right kind today. And this becomes your non-porous surface right here. You put your tape on wherever you want. This is the satin finish, so it's not super slick. It's got the little bit of bumps on it. I'm going to put a little square around here because I know you can't see where my tape is, but that's the tape right there. And then what you do is you scribble some of the ink onto that tape. And because it's a little bit bumpy, because it's that satin tape, the ball inside your pen will roll on it and the ink will flow out.
They're like in, like the translucent look of it as well as how smooth.
Yeah, it's working good. Okay, then I'm going to get some glycerin onto my, I'm kind of going to do a lot, onto my brush. Not a ton though. I don't want it really juicy, but pretty drenched. And then I'm going to mix it in here. Ooh, it's doing interesting things, probably because of that gold. Shadowy stuff. So now my brush is full of diluted ink, right? A mix of glycerin and the ink. I'm going to kind of spread it out onto the tape and make sure I got it mixed in really good. And I'm going to see, I haven't practiced this. This could go really wrong or really good. We're going to see. Being brave. But what I want is a really diluted green, because I want the whole shamrock to be green, but I don't want a really strong green. It's working. It worked. Woohoo! Okay. Now we'll see how it dries, right? It's one thing that it looks right when it's wet, but how is it going to look when it dries? You silly girl, why didn't you drink any water? You're still panting. Okay, pick up some more off my little tape palette over here. Such a fancy palette.
Jennifer says, perfect, Jen. Amy says, this is one of my very favorite tricks I learned from you a couple years ago.
Oh, I'm glad.
Mia Bear says, so pretty. I love it.
It's turning out good. And the gold in the middle, it's going to look even better when I add the straight ink into these circles here. Okay, which I'm going to do right now. I want to do full strength, so that really deep gold that we got when we swatched. Remember how when we went full strength that gold came up really good? That's what I want to have happen in these dots. So cool. One pen, we got all these different variations of tone out of one pen. Just with adding some glycerin.
Oh, Mary Lynn asked if the blizzard made it down to us. Yeah, it definitely snowed.
We had maybe half a foot this morning.
Yeah.
And then it started to melt. We had the snowplows come through. Where we live, we pay for snowplows, thank heavens, because I couldn't get out and do it. I'm going to add more dots out here just because.
Stan says, love this technique. I was telling a friend about it, and of course her hubby.
Okay, let's get the silver pen going now in the center of the shamrock. Looking so good. Okay, let's bring up the silver now, but we got to clean up our brush, get all the gold ink out of the way. Of course, I would probably, before cleaning this up, I would go and do the other shamrock with the greenish gold and stuff first, so I wouldn't waste any of that nice diluted color we created.
Back this one out just a bit.
I'm going to clean off. I'm going to use a little bit of the glycerin to help me clean this brush because I'm too lazy to walk over to the bathroom. And I don't want to make Steve do it. So we'll just clean it off with the glycerin. Okay. Now we're bringing up the silver shadow green pen. This is the 629. We're going to do the same type thing. I want it to be dark in the middle, and I don't know, or we could try to make it feel dark on the edges and go light into the center. Do you think I'm good enough to do that? I don't think I am. Maybe we could try dark on the edge, both edges, and light in the center. We could try that. Let's try to be clever and do that. So I'm going to prep the whole center area. Am I in? I'm not.
Let's move over just a bit.
Okay, I'm going to prep the whole little teardrop shape with the glycerin. And then I want it to come from this side and this side. Let's see if I did too much. Yep, wipe off extra because I want it to go really light in the middle. Okay, keep blending. Ooh, that's kind of neat. Kind of that with the white peeking through. I kind of like that. Let's let that dry and see if I really like it, or if we want to use the tape and do like I did here and do a diluted version in the middle. I'm kind of liking that. Let's do the darken up the edges and soften that.
Rochelle says you totally influenced her when she first got her iPad.
Oh yeah? I still need to do a video about using Procreate and the iPad. I haven't done that yet. I've been promising that for like a year.
And Polly says, Jennifer, you're good enough to do anything.
Oh, oh, you're sweet. Okay, prep the next zone. I don't need to lay as much ink down. We learned that. Here we go.
Maybe move it over just a minute.
Oh, sorry. Thanks, Steve. Blend it out. Oh, I'm liking that streaky look in the middle. The only question I have is when we're done, will it look unfinished? Like, oh, she sure didn't blend that well. Or is it going to look purposeful? That's what we'll see as it dries, right? I don't think I'll know that till it's dried. Okay, a little bit more there and blend the edge. Okay. Now, how are we doing on time? I feel like we're coming to the end of our time and we haven't done the background. Here we go. Woo! Lots of ink there. Wipe off the extra. Isn't that crazy? We actually have extra ink. Always worrying about running our ink out, and now with this technique it's almost having to pull yourself back because you have so much. Which is great when you spend a little extra money on a tool. You want to make it last. Okay. Good. Oh, it's looking good. I think it looks better in the camera than it does in person. Now it seems like, Steve, last week someone donated to the channel via PayPal because they live in a different country and YouTube wouldn't let them donate. So we needed to give them a shout out to say thank you. Do you remember that, Steve? Oh, he's typing and I'm asking him a question. Bad timing. Steve?
Let's see. Have to look it up.
Yeah. She was trying to donate and YouTube denied her because she was in a different country. That YouTube.
Docap1 says the silver centers look awesome. Jennifer adds dimension. Mia Bear loves the
Oh,
color.
you like it?
Love the
Okay, good.
colors.
It doesn't look like I just didn't blend it.
Jerry says I really like it in the color too. Angela, that's so amazing. Teresa asked, what's the exact tape you're using?
This is Matte Finish Magic Tape by Swatch. So pretty much any matte finish tape. I know like Dollar Tree sells a matte finish tape. That's like their brand. So you just look for one that has, the matte finish is what you're looking for.
Ray D just donated to us.
Oh, thank you. Steve's keeping a list of those of you who are donating so that we can give Rose a treat in your honor. Thank you so much.
Julie says pretty coloring, Jennifer.
Thank you. This is very different. I'm having so much fun doing something a little different, and I feel like we're getting a lot out of these pens.
So, is that all the same color of pen?
These are two different pens.
Oh, two different.
The gold shadows on the outside, and now in these inner teardrop shapes is the silver shadow.
Wow, that's really pretty.
You like it?
Well, yeah, it's really cool how you're getting, like you said, such different tones and shades with each one.
And we're using hardly any ink. That's what's making me excited. Because if I'm going to suggest to everyone to buy an expensive pen, I want them to get a lot out of their pen.
Oh, and Dawn just donated as well.
Dawn, thank you. Oh, Rose is going to get spoiled.
Docap1 says, I never use my shadow pens. Now I know what to try.
Yeah, I feel like we've really learned a lot today of how to get the most out of these inks. Uh-oh, I think I laid too much ink down on this end. Wipe it off, wipe it off. Okay.
And Danny asked, have you ever heard of Amazapen brands?
Oh, I don't know. When I was on today looking at the prices of the bigger sets, I was surprised at how many new brands there were making the big sets of gel pens. So like I said, I think a really good idea is to hit our group and say, I just found this set. Anybody know anything about it? And I bet people will help you out there.
Now, Carolyn just donated.
Carolyn, thank you.
And she specifically says, thank you for teaching me so many wonderful coloring techniques.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Steve's list is growing. Have you gone and found that one person that donated last week?
Not yet.
If you go to our last Wednesday's email, I bet you'll find it there.
Oh, sweet Dawn. She says, you're so worth more. I wish I could do it all the time.
Well, really, there's other things too you can do other than just donating to our channel monetarily. Just attending our live events, that helps the YouTube algorithm know that this is worthwhile. So being here helps us. Hitting that like button, that really helps us. Sharing and commenting on our videos, all those things really do help our videos. The algorithm, the little robot that watches the video, it really does watch all these little things that you guys do for us. So thank you so much. And I know when you guys donate money, it really does mean a lot to us because we know it's coming right out of your pocket, and it does help us, and it means a lot to us. So thank you so much. It really does mean a lot. I got distracted. Oh, I was going to add some little silver dots into this, into the center, because I think it needs some little silver dots. But I'm trying to decide how. Maybe on the edge like this. Oh, I like that. A bigger one maybe, and then a couple little baby ones. Oh yeah, that's pretty. When I draw, I find if you change up the size of your dots, it really makes a difference. It makes it easier. And I guess we're going to add dots there too. But the dots, if you vary your sizes of dots, then you don't have to get them all exact, and it looks more intentional, so you can make mistakes in your sizes of your dots. Okay, so we'll add a couple more in the inside.
Jerry likes that it blends well with a paintbrush.
Yeah, it's doing really good.
And Mary Lynn says the dollars come from the heart.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so it's 7:45. Oh, we still have a few more minutes. We can do a little bit of background. I was hoping to do more of the clovers. I should have known we wouldn't have time to do all the clover. We've got some green mixed into my glycerin here, so I'm going to start fresh. Since we're doing very different colors on the background, I don't want green getting mixed in as we're painting here. And I am going to have Steve go wash out my brush so we can start fresh. Ooh, my brush is turning silver. You guys want to see?
Somebody mentioned that earlier. They could see that.
Yeah. Okay.
Shelley says, love spending my Wednesday evenings with you.
Aww.
And it was Liz.
Oh, you found who it was that
yeah.
couldn't... because she was...
Yeah, I think she's in South Africa.
South Africa. YouTube doesn't like donations from South Africa, evidently. Okay, Steve's going to go wash up the glycerin bowl and the brush so we can start fresh. And I'm going to attempt to make the background in what little colors we have here. That is what... Now we're all frustrated because we want more colors, right? I know for sure the orange is going to look good, especially if we mix it maybe with some gold. I don't know if that'll look good, but I want to try orange first. And I drew this background on purpose with some wide stripes and some skinny stripes so we could attempt a plaid type thing. But remember, plaid is like that, right? Some going in and under and up and over. So how are we going to do that? We got to be smarter than the plaid. Okay, so if we start with silver and establish some of the stripes with silver and then come in with the orange. That's what we'll do. Okay.
Oh, and Polly just donated too.
Polly, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I was thinking today about how many months it's been now that Steve has been working full time, and how, I don't know, do you guys ever have moments where you're like, what if our income went away and we couldn't pay our mortgage? Do you guys ever have moments of anxiety and it hits you like, what if I couldn't pay my mortgage? I'm sure you have that moment too. And then I just remember, it's all right. We have this growing community and so much love and support, and we're all right. Everything's good, and it's because of you guys. So thank you for that. Thank you that you can calm my anxiety. Okay, so I think I want to make this stripe. Can you see? These skinny stripes orange. But I want them to look like they're going up and over and whatever, you know? So if they're going up and over, then say like this would be the over, right? Or glycerin. I wasn't prepared. Glycerin. Okay, I got the glycerin going. And I'm using just the plain silver pen, and I'm making a mess because I wasn't prepared. Now, the great thing about metallic pens is they tend to be very, opaque. But we are mixing in glycerin, which is going to water down the opaqueness. So some of the lines may show through a little bit. We'll see as it dries. Okay. So then I'm thinking it's going to go under a stripe right here. Oh, I'm making this really hard on myself. What have I just begun, you guys? But it's going to be really cool if I can make it work. Okay, so this would be silver here. I'm just going to do a little area so you can see what I'm hoping to create. I think I've just created a headache. Okay, then this too would be the silver. Okay. When I was studying, I still want to do another Celtic knot coloring page for all of you. And anytime I study Celtic knots, the tartan fabrics come up. I think that's so fascinating to look at too, all of the different plaids and like how each family has its own. Did you know this, Steve? Each family has its own tartan weave.
Oh, no.
So you can, like, when they wear their kilts, it'll be made out of a certain weave that's just for that family.
Oh.
But I want to draw another Celtic knot page for all of you. But it takes a lot of concentration to draw a Celtic knot, so I didn't have time to do that today. Okay, now, if the orange going this way. And I want it to be a little watered down so the gold will show. So let's use my tape palette right here. Water it down just a little bit.
Emily had an interesting question. She said, could you mix gold and silver shadow on tape?
So mix some of the silver in with the gold?
Yeah, like if you on your tape, if you were to mix gold and silver, I wonder how that would be.
I bet it would be neat. And you could probably come up with some more colors, huh? Okay, so that kind of thing is going to work.
Now, Robin and Maryland have reminded you to blink.
Oh, I forgot. I have been totally eyes wide open. I bet if you looked back at the video, I've been like this for like the last 10 minutes. Okay, blink, 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 blink.
Let's have you move in screen. Just a bit.
Oh, I'm like...
Yeah, well, I just changed it to this view. But...
Okay, and my palette is, I think, smearing everywhere. We got gel pen craziness going on. And then it would be up here too, I think, right? See, this is where it's going to get really confusing. But I want more of that. So if we went... I want more. It's not orange enough. I want more. How do we get more? I'm confused where the silver... I knew I was starting something difficult. Okay, so the silver goes and then it would go under and then up and then over. Did I mess up already? It goes over and then under. I'm so confused. Well, this is obviously going to take some concentration. And I am not concentrating. Okay. Over and under. And then it would go under. Oh, then the silver right here. Right? The silver would come back up right here. Okay. And then it would go back under. And then it's right here again. Okay. So then we would have silver right here. Okay, and use my glycerin to help it smear out nice and even.
Becky left a nice comment. She says, "Hi Jennifer and Steve. You make my Wednesdays. Excuse me. You make my Wednesdays go better.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to all the learning how to use my art. Thank you. And people with ideas. Hi from Middle Tennessee."
Oh, thank you. I love all the comments, you guys. It really does mean a lot to me and Steve when we get comments like that. Okay. So that's kind of the pattern. And then I would go this way, skip, skip, hit with the silver right here. The silver will go across like that, using a bit of the glycerin to help it blend out and smooth out. Like that. Am I still in screen? Okay, good. So that's the way I'm going to have to do it, is kind of spread the pattern across and hope that I don't make a mistake at some point. If I do, I'll just find a way to fix it, right? Okay, more gold, or this orangey color. Ooh, I'm excited about this. The only thing I'm not happy with is how washed out. I think I need to use more and less glycerin for this part. Am I even finishing any sentences at this point?
Trying to concentrate, and
I don't think I'm finishing any
that's
sentences.
okay.
Okay, so that goes there.
Catherine says, "I just started watercoloring. I could not have done it without your encouragement."
Oh, cool. I hope you're sharing some of your journey in the groups with the watercoloring. Okay, that's definitely a better mix of glycerin to ink. It's a much poppier color, so I'm going to go over that. That's better. Okay.
Mia Bear says, "So confusing."
Yeah, but I think now that I have to decide what the other stripes are going to be, but look how fun. Oh, so fun. And then this is also the orange. All right, so you guys know what I'm going to be doing. Blink, 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 blink. Don't forget to blink, everyone, so we can color longer. Okay, we're making progress. I like it. I like how it's looking. Cool. Okay.
Lark says, "I'm picturing a wedding coloring page and a little bundle of colored pencils at everyone's place setting at the wedding."
That would be so cool. I do need to do a wedding coloring page, though, don't I? I don't know if have I ever done a wedding coloring page? I need to do that. That's a really good suggestion. All right. But I think I need to take a break. I need to put out which ones I'm using. I'm using orange and silver for the background. And we used these ones for the shamrocks. Right? No, these ones for the shamrocks. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have a tray right here. Pardon my stretch. So if I ever have to walk away from a project like this, I either make notes, write them down so I know when I come back what I'm doing, or I get out trays or cups or something and lay them out so that I remember these are the ones you're doing, because I'll probably leave all of them out on my work surface so I can come back to them. This little tray here, my son, the same one that's now a silversmith, he made this in ceramics class when he was in high school years ago. And I asked him for a tray like this for sorting pencils and other coloring tools. So that's what that tray is. So I'll keep that here with my brush. and everything will be here for me when I'm ready to color again tomorrow. So I think we have officially come to the end of what my brain can handle for this evening. But I do want to do some thank yous to all of the people who have donated to our channel tonight by giving little Rose some treats. I think that she would like that. She looks up. What? What?
Real quick, Alberta asked if you'd heard about that high school that's using Bob Ross videos during art class while wearing wigs that look like his in blue button-down shirts.
I haven't heard about that. That sounds awesome.
And then Kelly asked, can you remind her again where to get glycerin from and how pure it needs to be?
The glycerin I bought was from Hobby Lobby in the soap department. I've heard that you can buy it, and I found it the other day in Walmart in like their pharmacy type department. They had it there. I can't remember which aisle it was in. I've seen it at CVS as well. Let me get the bottle and I'll show you exactly what I bought. It's vegetable glycerin that you want to find. And now you can see me in my pajama pants. Where are you? Right here.
And Yvonne asked, is Aquaphor the same as glycerin?
No, Aquaphor is like Vaseline. It's what's it called? Petroleum jelly. Aquaphor is, this is Aquaphor right here, and it is just like Vaseline, the really thick stuff you put on your lips. That's what this is right here. So you can buy Vaseline and it'll work just the same as Aquaphor. The only reason I buy the Aquaphor is because we use Aquaphor around here at our home. I think it works better for my skin than Vaseline does. So that's the reason why I buy Aquaphor, but it's like 5 times more expensive. So, and I use it very sparingly, and I end up rubbing it into my hands after I'm done using it for blending. So that's why I end up using it anyway. But yeah, you can just buy Vaseline and it'll work great. Glycerin is a humectant. It's a totally different creature. This is petroleum based. This is a humectant. Humectant means it grabs any moisture around. So if you put it on your skin, it will start grabbing moisture out of your skin. That's why it's not safe to directly apply glycerin in its pure form like this to your skin, because it will actually dry out your skin. But if it's mixed into a lotion or something, it's actually beneficial, and it can grab moisture from the air and hold it up against your skin. That's why they put it in lip balm, they put it in our lotions, they put it in our shampoos, they put it in everything. They also put it in diet food, they put it in toothpaste, it's in like everything. When you start looking, you're going to find glycerin in everything. So they use it in soaps. That's why I found it in the soap department. I think they use it for other health things too. So because it's a humectant, that's why it works so well in the colorless blender pens. That's why Lindsay, the frugal crafter, uses it, a mix of water and a mix of glycerin, and then she uses that solution to refuel her colorless blender pens for water-based markers. So that works really great for that. She has a lot of other uses for glycerin on her channel if you go search that on her channel. So this is the exact product that I purchased. You can see I've only used 2 inches of it, and probably 1 inch of it is still right here in this little bottle. So this is the exact stuff I bought. It was $3.99. I used a 40% off coupon at Hobby Lobby, and it's still going. So this is it right here. I don't know if it says, this says is 100% vegetable based, all natural glycerin. That's all it says. So yeah. Now you know the science behind glycerin. So
Katrina says, thank you for all the information. What great tips, and I really do enjoy your channel.
oh, thank you. I'm
And Mia
glad.
Bear says, love your channel.
Good. I'm so glad. All right. We need to give Rose some treats to say
Luminari
thank you.
asked, will you be live tomorrow?
Tomorrow, no. Tomorrow's Thursday. We only are live on Wednesdays. Then we also do Tuesday evenings. We do a live workshop with our Bliss Booster partners. So if you're hankering for more time with Jennifer, you can become a Bliss partner. It's only $25 a month to become a Bliss partner. And what that opens up to you is weekly Bliss partner workshops. You get all kinds of worksheets that come with that, pre-recorded workshops. Every time we have a workshop, we record it and we keep it for you in an archive. So there's all kinds of workshops already there. You get a little bit more access to me. You get to ask questions. You also are a partner with us.
It's a smaller group,
So small groups. There's only about 30 to 40 of us there right now. So it's a small private group of colorists. You guys get to tell me what we do. We ask for your feedback as a partner when we're building workbooks. I mean, it's a really cool thing. So we know not everyone can afford that $25 level. That's why we keep doing these live free nights for everyone, because we want everyone to enjoy the coloring bliss. So I do 2 nights a week where I'm live. Tuesday nights are for the Bliss partners. Wednesday nights are for everyone here. Usually the first hour is over on Facebook and the second hour is here with YouTube. But tonight we did both hours here on YouTube because Facebook is broken. So it's been fun to not have to break it up into 2 sections, but my voice is shot. So it was lots of fun. I hope you enjoyed the shady side of gel pens with me tonight. It was lots of fun. Don't forget to come and get your free coloring pages for celebrating St. Patrick's on Sunday. This one and this one. And don't forget to enter to win the gel pens. This package and this package are going to be given to the winner of the giveaway. So come on over to enter that. There's a link in the video description. We did have a winner for last week's giveaway that we announced at the beginning of this 2 hours. So I wanted to mention again who that winner was in case you missed that. Steve, will you hand me that? I'll just mention that real quick. This is what we gave away last week if you were here with us. And the winner for that was Jamie Sperlin, who we already sent an email to. So congratulations, Jamie, on winning these awesome art tools. And Jamie's going to send us her shipping address, and Steve will ship this awesome prize out to her. So we do also do weekly giveaways with the Bliss partners. So that's another cool perk if you become a Bliss partner. So,
yeah, and you get Teresa Ivanor's Volume 1.
Oh, yeah. When you become a Bliss partner, there's freebies that you get. And one of them is a huge book. It's a Teresa Ivanor's book, Volume 1. So, yeah, you can go over onto our website and learn all about the different levels of Bliss boosters. There's lots of levels you can pick from. So if you're hankering for more Bliss, come on and join us. So, and Rose just fell asleep. Oh. She's like, I'm not asleep. I'm not asleep, she says. Did you see that? I'm not asleep. I'll get a treat. Do you want a treat? We have some people to say thank you to. My hands are covered in glycerin. I better wipe them off because glycerin, well, it's not toxic. It's not exactly healthy. Like I said, glycerin's in our toothpaste. And it's in food and everything, but I don't want to intentionally give it to Rose. So I'm going to wipe it off with a little wet wipe here. Yeah, we don't want to put glycerin in Rose if we don't have to. All right, Rose, are you ready to say thank you to some people who donated to our channel today? Your donations help Steve be a full-time employee. That means that if you guys need support, he's there for you. You can always contact him via email, and it's Steve. It's actually Steve you talk to when you email. Are you ready to say thank you? Okay, sit up. Ready for a treat? Oh, okay. The first person we're saying thank you to is Mary Lynn. Thank you so much for your donation, Mary Lynn. Okay, up. Say thank you, Mary Lynn. Thank you so much. Okay, the next person is Ray D. Thank you so much, Ray D. Okay, up. Stay. Good girl. All right, we're going to see if she'll shake for the next person, who is Dawn. Are you ready, Dawn? Let's see if she'll shake. Right, shake. Oh, well, you can do better than that. Oh, good girl. Thank you, Dawn. Oh, so yummy, huh? Okay, the next person is Carolyn. Thank you, Carolyn. What do you want to do? Do you want to stand up? Oh, yes. Good girl. Can you go higher? Look up here. Look up here. Good girl. Good girl. You're such a good girl. Okay, let's see. Now we have Liz, which Liz was the one from last week, right? Thank you, Liz. We're sorry we couldn't say thank you last week, but we got you this week. So thank you for finding a way to donate. Even though YouTube said no to you, you still found a way. So thank you, Liz. Are you ready to say thank you? Okay, up and shake. Oh, oh. Oh, look at that. That was fancy. That was a fancy thing she did. And our last thank you tonight is to Polly. Thank you so much, Polly, for donating to our channel. What are you going to do for Polly? Oh, other than burp. What are you going to do for Polly? Are you going to stand up? Oh, on her haunches. Whoa, that was really good. You are such a good girl. Yes. Thank you for doing the Rose Show. Thank you. You are such a good girl. Thanks so much, you guys. I hope you have a really good night, and I hope you enjoy St. Patrick's Day and color something green. Make sure you're pinch proof on Sunday, all right? And have fun with the shady side of gel pens, okay? We'll see you guys all next week. Bye, everybody.